Bonjour, and welcome back to the French campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So, we have recently fought a huge British task force with 13 battleships. Now we're going to fight a huge British task force with no battleships. But it does look like, let's see, what kind of cruisers do they have? And with these things. Right. Europa class cruiser. Not sure about those. Nor this. No, we've seen these ones before. They're not that much to worry about. I am not sure exactly what the Natal SD is. I know it's my design. I know it's got two single 11-inch guns. Are they Mark 1s? Are they Mark 2s? I'm not sure. 50-something%, plus 50-something% armor, though. A little bit of variation within the in the class. Most of them are plus 55. So I'm not sure if these are Mark II guns. They could be kind of threatening, especially to my armored cruisers. My battleships should be safe, but we'll see. Right, I got 6 battleships though, so that's a pretty nice advantage to have. Let's see. What kind of ships do I have? Right. 2 of each. They've been spotted south. I'm just gonna have my armored cruisers follow, like so. The light cruiser can do scouting things. You have 4.5 kilometer torpedoes, but no torpedo boats in this battle. And I do think we are roughly full on ammunition. Yes. No sight of them yet. Let's already start turning the line. That's an impressive amount of firepower. There they are. Let's take a look. .11-inch guns, right. They are Mark 1s. Okay. So these are, I'd say, inferior to the ones with the Mark II 11-inch guns that we've also run into. Yeah, they could do some damage to my my cruisers. Let's see, 3 on the first inner belt. That would be equal to 7.5. Yeah, they can pierce that. They can go through that. About my battleships. My battleships should be safe. Yes, battleships are safe. From main belt penetrations, that is. Alright, Chateau Renault, you can come back. You found the enemy. They were where we expected them to be. Yeah, they have a lot of these. The Natal. And they have also some of these. It was the, and also these things. Mark 1 10-inch guns. Okay, these are like, kind of outdated. Also no Citadel belt armor on the Natals. They're not that new. Right, let's pick out some targets here. Like so. And here come the light cruisers. They had some torpedo boats too. But they have not been spotted yet. We're starting to score some decent hits on the first of the cruisers. Okay, we got two targeting Palace. There. One on each. And my cruisers can also get to work. Flandre has taken a hit. One of those 11-inch guns. Secondary gun penetration. Orlando is pretty much done. You haven't sunk any of them yet. Good hits on Pallas. Oh yeah, it's interestingly enough, these armored cruisers have more firepower, like better main guns, than the battleships we saw in the previous battle. Because those had two 10-inch guns each in one double turret. These got two single 11s. We got flash fires on Orlando. I'm gonna put you on the thumbnail, Magenta. Maybe we are. Gonna find a nice angle. To show off that impressive length of the pre-dreadnought Battleship 5 hull. Maybe we'll get a better pictures later on. Those British cruisers are getting closer. That is Slade Duke. It's going down. Structural damage. And that's Hampshire also pretty much done. That 11,000 hit. Not sure exactly what these light cruisers are up to. Oh my gosh, they're really getting closer now. Yeah, they're closing in on my cruisers, but my cruisers, again, they do carry torpedoes. They're effectively defending themselves. Yeah, Hajjaz focusing implacable. Not firing with her 11-inch guns for some reason. Not sure why. But she is launching torpedoes. I think it's too late for Patho to respond to that torpedo. I'm just gonna have to take it. Renault coming in. Impressive work, like breaking my line like that. Crippling my cruiser. At least we knocked her out, and I think Patho should be safe. Cornwall coming in. Cornwall shouldn't be too much of a threat. Zealous should be going down. Puthul actually sinks. There's a main gun pen from the 10-inch guns on Cornwall, causing a flash fire. These my cruisers are my battleships. Safe. In good shape. Those torps off. We don't have any accidents. Let's reassign some targets for these battleships. We got the enemy destroyers coming in. I haven't really seen much of those torpedo boats yet. I guess they're somewhere. You can target New Zealand, Aurora, Latona, Narcissus, Talbot, Cornwall. Secondary guns on Torrent. Torpedoes just missing Cornwall. The 9.5-inch guns on Implacable, doing plenty of damage. I think we've weathered the storm. Well, some extreme aggressiveness from some of those armored cruiser divisions. Got those main guns trained backwards, yeah, because you're targeting that the one in the back. Let's try this one. Yeah, they're targeting Cornwall. Implacable should have Cornwall though. There we go. Flash fires. And Cornwall goes down. Now focus Talbot. All secondary guns focusing Torrent. Latona and New Zealand going down at the same time. Let's turn this line around like that. Also reduce speed further. Chatrenault can come here and just follow Implacable. Be your escort. Aurora going down. Implacable is not really in bad shape. Should not require going to port for repairs. Gonna pump that water out after the battle. Too bad about Patho going down. I did assume that the British armored cruisers would be a credible threat to my own cruisers, but I was mainly thinking about their guns, not actually them rushing me with torpedoes. Destroyer going down. One light cruiser finding itself the center of attention. Flandre, Pierre-Henri, Justice, Magenta, Terrible, and Vercingetorix. What can you target? Narcissus, maybe? Perth is in range. Yeah, they only have 900-meter torpedoes. 1.4 actually, some of them. They're not going to get that close, I think. And the 7-inch guns are not really a threat. A lot of these are on low fuel. Here come the torpedo boats. Where have they been all battle long? Light cruisers are gone. And these torpedo boats just rushed in with the cruisers. They might have been more of a threat. More here, just not visible. Here comes success. Hopefully she's not going to have too much success. One on each. Yeah, only 900-meter torpedo range. And these had 4.5 kilometer torps. Well, I could be potentially losing more cruisers right now. Turn these around some more. I was gonna have Chateau Renaud follow Implacable, but there we go. I know they're out of range right now, but that's fine. We're gonna go closer. All the secondary guns can take care of the torpedo boats. Because some of these battleships have insane secondary armaments. Let's accelerate. Start getting closer to these cruisers in the back here. What armor are we looking at? Not that much. Encounter demolished. These do not have very thick armor. So it's, well, sadly, I'm out of HE on some of my battleships. They keep coming closer. Gonna get some torpedo hits on Newcastle, I think. Yeah, there we go. 2 torp hits. And Newcastle was the one low fuel, holding the entire division back. There we go. Executed. Châteaurenaud, I want you going after Perth. Pretty sure you can take her in a 1v1. Implacable is gunning for these two. Originally, I just meant to have this one retreat, but it seems combat capable enough. And he's in the right spot at the right time. Yeah, you can run down Perth. Good hits on Talbot. Which will sink from that, I think. At 2%. Fire AP, damn you. There we go. Narcissus. Last armored cruiser left. Now also in range of a bunch of battleships. And one implacable out for revenge. Now what's going on here? Châteaurenaud running down one light cruiser. Got a 2 knot speed advantage. Five-inch Mark II. Narcissus goes down. Main belt pen from the cruiser. So now it's just Perth left. .6 fore and aft. That is AP food for the 3-inch. Are you trying to torpedo me now? We'll see about that. Yeah, someone got torpedoed. Let's get a little bit closer and then launch the remaining torps on the other side. Ammo detonation. Very nice. More ammo detonations. More ammo detonations. That's a lot of ammo detonations. And one more torpedo hit, and you're done. Nice little light cruiser duel there at the end. Yeah, lost one armored cruiser. That's not great. But I think we can call this a pretty good win, either way. Now, we got some more ships coming in here. 7 armored and 19 lights, 16 destroyers. And we're also getting this doom stack. 8 battleships. 18 armored cruisers. We are successfully invading northern Egypt. That's good. Let's see, ship construction. We are getting a whole bunch of torpedo boats next month. They're commissioning. We're getting 2 more Victor Hugo class armored cruisers in 3 months. We actually have 1 new one in La Rochelle and 1 commissioning in Tunis. Let's send you out. Try and strike Yarmouth. Yeah. 1 battleship here. I'd like to have it sunk. We are getting we're getting some ships to take care of that very soon. Although by that time, these task forces will be free to do something about that. We've lost Cyrenaica to the British Army. That's a little bit annoying, but at least we can take it back. I think once we've taken northern Egypt, we're going to have to send one force down here, take southern Egypt. So, again, the British Army just doesn't march in and take it back. Let's see, what can you do? I guess Bangladesh could be taken. Armies up here, not really doing much. The numbers are just not on our side. Yeah, Britain down to 9 battleships now. Fewer than we have. But I wouldn't discount them yet. Germany now at the top of the list. Interesting. Let's see what happens in August of 1904. Well, apparently we have friends to rely on. Here, we are getting a strike, finally. And we're facing one light cruiser. Let's do this one and then end the episode. Let's see. I think one Victor Hugo can take care of that. We are being spotted. They are supposedly in the southeast. There. Not a whole lot of armor. At least we have a bunch of different guns to choose from here, so at least part of my armament should be able to penetrate without over-penetrating. Engines out. And there we go. That was quick. We are not losing a lot of transports, but the British definitely are. We have lost the homie. Pour one out for the homie. The one armored cruiser, one destroyer. That seems like something my new armored cruiser should take care of. I don't think this is losing a 1v1 cruiser fight. At least it shouldn't. We got one in Tunis. Refuge. We're also going out for a 1v1. 12.6 thousand. Not sure exactly which one this is. It could be an even fight, or it could be a very easy win. We're gonna have to find out next time. Goodbye, and take care.